Dear friends, welcome to a personalized episode of Enlighten Me. Today, we will explore the Turing test's role in AI, the importance of strategic planning in achieving business goals, and how cultural differences impact digital design and user behavior. Stay tuned for an insightful discussion. What exactly is the Turing test, and can a machine genuinely pass it? Today, we delve into the intriguing world of AI and explore the boundaries that separate human intelligence from that of machines. The Turing test, a concept introduced by Alan Turing in 1950, proposes a simple yet profound question. Can machines think? At its core, the Turing test is an attempt to measure a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior indistinguishable from that of a human. If a machine can engage in a conversation with a human without the human realizing they are interacting with a machine, it is said to have passed the Turing test. But the implications of such a test are far-reaching, touching upon the very essence of what it means to think and be intelligent. Alan Turing, a mathematician and computing pioneer, conceptualized this test amidst his groundbreaking work in computer science. Turing's fascination with AI was partly fueled by his contributions to breaking coded German messages during World War II, showcasing early instances of machines performing tasks that required a certain level of intelligence. As we fast forward to the present day, the Turing test remains a benchmark for AI development, despite its simplicity. Advances in technology have brought us machines that can translate languages instantaneously, robots that clean homes, and even chatbots that mimic human conversations. Yet the question remains, can these machines truly think? Critics argue that while a computer might be programmed to mimic thinking, it lacks a mind of its own. The complexity of human thought, they claim, cannot be reduced to mere code. This criticism points to an essential distinction between processing information and possessing consciousness or self-awareness. The history of the Turing test is dotted with intriguing attempts to blur the lines between human and machine intelligence. Take, for instance, Eliza and Parry, early chatbots that managed to fool humans into believing they were conversing with another person. In the case of Parry, even psychiatrists struggled to distinguish between transcripts of conversations with real patients and those with the chatbot. Yet, these instances did not fully satisfy the criteria of the Turing test, as critics were quick to point out. The Turing test has evolved over the years, with modern interpretations involving multiple judges and longer conversations. Competitions like the Loebner Prize have sought to crown the most convincing AI, with chatbots like Eugene Goostman achieving notable success by convincing a portion of judges of its humanity. Yet, the question of whether any machine has truly passed the Turing test remains a matter of debate. Google Duplex's demonstration of making phone calls to schedule appointments raised eyebrows and reignited discussions about the capabilities of AI. However, critics argue that such interactions, while impressive, do not constitute a true passing of the Turing test. The Turing test has spawned various offshoots and adaptations, each aiming to refine the criteria for assessing machine intelligence. From the reverse Turing test, which flips the script by having humans try to convince machines of their humanity, to the Lovelace test 2.0, which examines a machine's ability to create art, these variations strive to capture different aspects of intelligence. Despite its limitations, the Turing test has endured as a thought-provoking challenge in the realm of AI. It compels us to consider not only the technical capabilities of machines, but also the nature of intelligence itself. As technology continues to advance, the Turing test and its variations offer a lens through which to examine the evolving relationship between humans and machines. In conclusion, the Turing test serves as a fascinating exploration of the boundaries of AI. While it may not provide definitive answers, it sparks critical conversations about what it means to think and whether machines can ever truly replicate the depth and complexity of human intelligence. As AI continues to advance, the Turing test remains a valuable tool for understanding the potential and limitations of machines in mimicking the human mind. Now, let's move on to discuss how companies often confuse revenue goals with actual strategies and the importance of cross-functional collaboration in achieving those targets. Why do companies often mistake revenue goals for strategies, and how can they effectively distinguish between the two to achieve sustainable growth? In the world of business, especially during the annual planning season, companies of all sizes are tempted to focus intensely on setting financial targets. They lock down on commitments and predict revenue with a precision that often overlooks the unpredictability of the market. It's crucial to understand that while setting revenue goals is important, it's not a strategy. Strategies are about the how we plan to achieve these financial milestones through actionable and thoughtful approaches. Take, for instance, a company aiming for a 35% year-over-year growth, targeting €40 million in annual revenue, with a margin greater than 55%, all while requiring less than €15 million in incremental investment. These are ambitious goals, but without a clear strategy, they're akin to shooting arrows in the dark. Strategies require a company to make critical choices and to focus on a few areas where they can excel and differentiate themselves from competitors. For example, could the company expand into new geographic markets? Or could it innovate by adding AI capabilities to their product to create a unique selling proposition? Each of these paths requires different resources, competencies, and organizational changes. One common pitfall is that departments within a company often wait for others to make the first move. Marketing waits on sales to define target segments, while product development waits on finance for budget allocations. This deadlock can be paralyzing and often stems from a misunderstanding of what a strategy truly entails. It's not merely about setting goals, but about making interconnected decisions across all departments that align with a coherent plan to achieve those goals. An effective strategy requires cross-functional thinking and collaboration. Consider the example of a company contemplating expansion into the North American market. This isn't just a task for the sales team, but involves product adjustments, like regulatory compliance and language support, marketing campaigns tailored to a new audience, and perhaps even changes in the support structure to accommodate different time zones. Similarly, venturing into AI to enhance a product isn't merely a technical challenge, but involves hiring the right talent, sourcing clean training data, and potentially rethinking the product marketing strategy. The role of the Chief Product Officer, CPO, or Head of Product is crucial in these discussions. Despite often having the smallest team, they possess a comprehensive understanding of the business from end to end. They can spearhead the strategic planning process by laying out various scenarios, each with its own set of assumptions and revenue potentials. This proactive approach helps in moving the conversation from vague financial targets to specific strategic initiatives. It's essential to remember, however, that these strategic discussions are based on assumptions and educated guesses about the future. The key is to remain agile and adaptable, acknowledging that no plan is set in stone. A strategy is a living document that must evolve in response to new information and market conditions. In conclusion, setting revenue targets without a backing strategy is like setting sail without a compass. While the destination is clear, the path to get there is not. A well-crafted strategy considers the capabilities of the organization, the competitive landscape, and the needs of the market. It's about making tough choices, committing resources to a few selected areas, and ensuring alignment across the organization. This is the essence of strategic planning, and it's what separates the companies that merely set ambitious goals from those that achieve them. Now, let's explore how varying levels of risk tolerance across different cultures influence digital landscapes. Why do some countries prefer more complex user interfaces while others opt for simpler designs? Today, we'll explore how risk tolerance shapes the digital landscapes of different cultures. Consider the diversity of user interface, UI, preferences across the globe. In countries with low uncertainty avoidance, UA, like the UK and Hong Kong, websites often feature minimalistic navigation. This less structured approach doesn't spell out every option, but encourages exploration. On the other hand, high UA countries like Belgium and Portugal opt for more complex and detailed navigation systems on their government websites. This allows users to review all options thoroughly before making a decision, aligning with a cultural preference for minimizing unknowns. The concept of uncertainty avoidance extends beyond navigation. It influences the overall design, from the amount of information presented to the visual aesthetics. For instance, a study from Simon Fraser University found that users from low UA cultures such as Canada and the United States are more easily satisfied with less detailed content on web pages than those from high UA cultures like Japan or Mexico, who prefer more comprehensive information. This divergence also plays out in visual design preferences. Low UA cultures are generally more accepting of less polished designs, valuing functionality or novelty over aesthetic perfection. Meanwhile, high UA societies prioritize detailed, refined visuals to enhance the clarity and perceived trustworthiness of the information. Trust and security features on websites also reflect these cultural nuances. For example, in high UA cultures like Brazil, web pages often include numerous symbols and reassurances about payment security, reflecting a deeper need for certainty and risk mitigation. Contrast this with the US, where such symbols are less emphasized, reflecting a higher comfort with uncertainty and risk. Let's also consider how these preferences affect actual online behavior. Research involving data from an international healthcare website revealed that users from high UA countries tend to seek out and collect more information than their low UA counterparts, who are more comfortable making decisions based on limited data. Even the way different cultures approach innovation ties back to their UA levels. Low UA countries often lead in innovation because their openness to new, uncertain outcomes allows them to embrace new ideas more freely. Conversely, high UA countries tend to stick to established methods and specialize within certain technological or industrial domains. In conclusion, understanding how cultural dimensions like uncertainty avoidance influence user preferences can greatly enhance the design of digital products. It's not just about aesthetics or usability, it's about aligning the design with the ingrained cultural behaviors and expectations of the user base. Recognizing and accommodating these differences can lead to more effective and successful user experiences across cultural boundaries. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Innovation Pulse. If you enjoyed our insights and are eager to learn more, the EnlightMe app is just a tap away. Expand your knowledge with personalized content on over 20 diverse topics, from crypto to health and beyond, all curated to fit your interests. Download the EnlightMe app now at the Apple Store or Google Play, or visit the enlightme.ai website. Stay curious, stay enlightened.